Hey, howdy there again, folks. Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler video series of videos I've been doing for the while. I work over there, try food and drink items. I eat the stuff, I drink stuff, then I talk about the stuff, folks. I'll let you know all you need to know about hopefully delicious crap whilst I'm doing so. Beer can and Thunderbolt posters, some Marvel figures, crappy old letter off to the side, and I'm wearing a cool shirt. When I wear a cool shirt, I like to highlight the shirt. What cool shirt am I wearing today, folks? Boom! Moon Knight shirt. It says stuff. Read. If you can't, I apologize, because, I mean, you know, different people have different strengths and weaknesses in the world, folks. Anyway, I like Moon Knight. He's a cool character. This is a nifty shirt that I like. What am I trying for y'all today, folks? Well, I've been doing drinks on the Moon Knight run of things, because I do these in batches. We're going to keep going. We got, boom! Fuck is this? It is WBC Blue Raspberry Craft Sodas. Now, time I'm doing this, I went over there, I filmed a cream soda spectacular. I did 20 different cream sodas. It's a 4-part episode, so watch it. Please make it worth the effort I put into. Although, to be fair, I had delicious cream soda for like a week after that. One of them, I believe, was WBC. I'm not 100% certain on that, but I believe that was the case. And this is Blue Raspberry. I found this at the Dollar Tree, of all places. I went over there. I was trying to find the Bang Root Beer Blast, which I found. And then they had another pineapple soda. I also did a pineapple soda special. Go watch that one. And they randomly had a few of these. And I was like, what the fuck, man? I'm not typically a huge raspberry guy, but I like soda, so we'll see how it goes. Like I said, I don't hate raspberry or anything, but it's one of those things. It's got to be used appropriately. Otherwise, it's just too tart, and I'm just not a big fan of it. So let's give it a shot, folks. Let's just get into it. I got 2 other things to drink after this, and at some point, I have to make food for myself because, well, I don't have to. I could clearly subsist for a while without food, but you know, try to keep it semi-regular. I don't know that I like the smell. It smells very raspberry-y, which, I mean, yeah, no shit, obviously, but it's not like the better smell of the raspberry. Give it a shot. Interesting. I just noticed. So this says, you know, WBC, but it's clearly in a Sprecher's bottle. I was kind of thinking about that because the WBC cream soda that I had was in more of a longer bottle. Sprecher's a little bit more, kind of rotund in the way that it's set up. And then when I felt it, it's like, yeah, that's just a Sprecher's bottle. So I don't know if this is like actually a Sprecher soda, or if they just share the same, bottling plant or something. Maybe they're owned by the same company. I don't know. I'm here to talk about a soda. It's not bad, but it's also not anything amazing. It's decent. I like the fact that it's not abrasively raspberry. I was worried about that. However, it's also not super flavorful. I mean, it's flavorful, but it's just not. I don't know. It doesn't feel all that special. Like it's kind of a sweet soda with sort of like a hint of raspberry. Yeah. I don't think I've ever said this before in my life, but I lament the fact that there isn't more raspberry in it. Because I feel like, as is, without something to give it a little extra something, it's very just okay. Like, it's not bad, it still tastes okay, but there's nothing remarkable about it. It's a very forgettable soda. I don't even know if you were to just hand it to me without me looking at the label if I would know specifically that it's a raspberry soda. And if it's going to be a raspberry soda, whether it's to my particular palate or not, it should taste like a raspberry soda. I don't know if it's just they were trying to walk a line and they didn't want it to be too abrasive, too raspberry-y. Or if, quite frankly, maybe they just kind of went over there and dumbed it down. But either way, I don't feel like it really represents itself well as a soda. Excuse me. And especially not as a raspberry soda. It's just very I mean, it's perfectly drinkable, but whatever raspberry flavor there is, it's very wistful. It's kind of there and gone. You get like a very, very mild tang. That is very disappointing, quite frankly. I mean, you can go over there, say it's soda with 100% real sugar. You can call it a craft soda. You can do whatever the hell you want. Marketing is marketing. The end result has to deliver. It's like, if you're going to go over there, okay, because, let's talk marketing for a second here, folks. It's masterclass in marketing. That's what you signed on for. If you're over there and you're a great value soda, ain't no one expecting anything. You can only go up in expectation. Now, if you're a middle of the range soda, okay, nothing wrong with that, then, you're expecting a little quality, but you're not expecting it to be anything super amazing or anything. It's a soda. It's going to be good, probably something you enjoy. It's going to work to that effect. When you go over there and you start calling yourself craft soda, when you've got yourself in a, glass bottle, I don't know what the hell I paid for this. I mean, I bought it at fucking Dollar Tree, so probably something close to $1. But, let's say you go to a supermarket and they got, 4-pack of this stuff. And you're like, oh boy, I like blue raspberry. I'm blue raspberry boy. That's fine. But it has to deliver. And in this case, I feel every aspect of this is just not only let down in the product, but also let down in comparison to the branding and what it's trying to present itself as. This to me does not feel not only like a very good blue raspberry soda, it doesn't feel like a very good soda. It's just a very okay soda. It gets the job done. It's a little bit better than great value, but it ain't all that spectacular. And the fact that it's got the WBC and then the Sprecher, yeah, I don't really know what to think of it. At least in terms of that aspect. In terms of a drink, it's serviceable, but that's what I'll give it. I don't think it's remarkable in any extent. It's certainly nothing special. It just kind of is, and it is what it is. I would love to say, hey, maybe because it's the Dollar Tree, maybe they sent him a bad batch or some shit. Maybe there's room for redemption. I like it when things are good. Not only because it tastes good, but because I like things to be positive. I like to, when I go into a review, I want it to be good. I want it to be something I can promote and be like, hey, I like this. Maybe you'll like it too. With this, I can't do that. I really can't. This is a sadly negative one. It's not the worst thing I've ever had, to be fair. But it's just very meh. And honestly, that's kind of worse. I would liken it to one of the other things that I'm into besides comic books and all kinds of nerdy shit. I love kung fu movies and martial arts cinema. Absolutely adore it. Everything from high art wuxia films to just back alley, we made it for $5 kickboxing movies from the 90s. Love it all. The one thing that can ruin it for me, well, there's a couple, but the biggest thing is if it's boring. Okay, if you don't provide the action, then it's hard for me to go over there and give you a pass. With this, it promises a lot, and it's just boring, which is sadly, that's just an egregious thing that I just... I'm not going to, I'm not going to go over there and put it as a, strike against WBC or Sprecher or what the hell ever in terms of all their products. I've had Sprecher products plenty of times. If it is Sprecher, I don't know. I've had WBC products on a number of occasions. Typically, they taste pretty good. This is just a huge letdown. I can't recommend this to anybody. Yeah. Sorry. Anyway, folks, that's going to do it for me on this one. 5 things before I get out of here, folks. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. If you could go over there and have yourselves a true blue raspberry craft soda rest of your life, because, folks, I know they're out there. Maybe they're not for me, but, I would try them. But you deserve that, folks. You deserve the true time and effort to make a really good blue raspberry soda that I probably wouldn't be that into, but I would at least appreciate the complexity and the time and all that stuff that went into it. Very final thing, folks. Well, 2 final things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But we can't do it all the time. I know I can't do it all the time, folks. Here's what you do. You try not to be an asshole. Not an easy thing to do all the time. Trust me, I know it. So I put try at the very beginning of it. Because, folks, if we mitigate the level of assholeness in our lives, typically that effort begins to pay off. Not all the time, sadly, but typically. And it gets easier to go over there and suppress that assholeness and to approach things with logical intent and hopefully appreciation for the circumstances in the world around us, folks. We're getting all cosmic here and shit. Very final thing, folks, for real this time. Do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Maybe you're going to go over there. Maybe you're going to go to WBC. You're going to be like, hey, WBC, first of all, are you Sprecher or are you WBC? Get your shit right. Then secondly, I watched this fat guy. He was watching, he was trying your product over on a YouTube video. He had a Moon Knight shirt on because, he knows what he's talking about. And he was over there saying your blues raspberry just ain't shit. Just wasn't having it. If you can't go over there and please a fat guy with a Moon Knight shirt who loves soda with your soda, you're doing something wrong. And then they're like, you know what? You're right. We need to go over there. We need to revamp the recipe. We need to get it. And you're going to be part of the process. And it's going to sell like gangbusters. Maybe on a more local level, if we're honest. Maybe it'll be like in Maine, like with Moxie, which I've done a review for that. Go watch that. Maybe Stephen King will like it. And he'll go over there and include it as a weird character in one of his books because Stephen King's a little bit crazy. Or conversely, you could do something way more realistic than that. Like, I don't know, folks. Maybe go over there and redecorate your house. Right? Spruce things up a little bit, get a little bit zen in there, some feng shui. And, yeah, that. Bye.